Views expressed by Casters Guild members are only the opinions of that member, and that could change from day to day. Guild members may use mature language, but that in no way means they are mature. Listener discretion is advised.
From Sailor Scouts to Warcraft mounts, nerds like a lot of things, but there's something they like above all else, and that is correcting people. And that's the spell we're casting tonight on Casters Guild. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Casters Guild. I will be your host for this evening, Guildmaster Rick Perry. Joining me is Guildmaster Baron Kane.
Hi, I can't believe it's been a whole week.
Guild Artificer Lee Baldwin.
Hello, it is I, the Grizz of Lee.
And Guild Librarian Ray Silvertongue.
I guarantee no victories.
When Katie put my hair up with these buns, she said, "These are victory." And I said, okay.
And
I don't have enough hair for victory buns. That's my weakness.
They may literally be called that, though.
Are they? I thought she was just
That's what they are.
Sure,
But-
That's what they are.
Hey, you know what?
Guild Decree.
Good decree.
No longer space buns, now victory buns.
You know what, though? Space buns are over here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I-
fair.
So, yeah.
True.
They're cinnamon rolls on the side of your head.
So for this episode of Casters Guild, we are going to be playing Actually, in case you are not familiar with the Dropout game show. I have in my hand a stack of incorrect statements. I will read these statements, and as I do, one of our contestants can buzz in and interrupt me at any point in time, or wait for me to finish reading the statement, and correct me on the statement. Every correct correction will result in a point, but they must be preceded by the phrase, actually. It's pretty much the only rule, so it must be enforced. If you do not say, actually, you will not get a point. Any questions before we begin?
Nope.
Baron?
Actually, it's the actually home edition.
Yes, we are playing the Actually Home Edition that I backed on Kickstarter.
Yeah. If you don't have a subscription to Dropout, go get it now, right now.
Yeah,
Big
seriously.
What are you even doing with your life in 2020?
No,
Are they
seriously.
still doing? Are they still doing that promo for the annual right now?
I don't know. I think so. I haven't heard it stop. But I also know they completely encourage you to share passwords.
For sure, for sure.
It's not an unspoken suggestion. It is they encourage you to do it.
Yeah, Sam was like, "Yeah, do this. Fucking do it. I bet you won't."
All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and jump into our first question here, which is the category sci-fi. In the 2000 film Pitch Black, Riddick's distinctive eyes allow him to see clearly in almost complete darkness and even to detect infrared signatures. However, he must wear goggles to protect his eyes in bright light. Baron, you buzzed in?
Actually, it does not pick up infrared.
That is correct. Riddick is not able to detect infrared signatures. Although his vision is depicted with false colors in the film, Riddick's eyes only allow him to see faint visible light, not infrared.
It's
If
the
I
monsters
I
that
didn't want to
see
get
infrared,
I didn't
right?
want to stop it too early in the question.
If I got
Yeah, right.
Furia yesterday...
Which you did.
Actually, you keep what you kill.
Yes, yes, you do.
Well, looks like I get to keep my ankle.
That's true.
Congratulations. That's only one, though.
Right, no. Anybody
You gotta-
else?
you gotta
The other
still
one's
deal
up for
with the
you.
other one.
Dibs.
My mom gets my will to live.
Oh.
Can I get any of the
I'm
other
kidding.
wills?
Don't listen to this. Huh?
I said, can I get any of the other wills?
All I have is my living will. Fuck. Okay, I guess.
What about your right to party? Can I have that one?
Yeah, sure. Yep. You got to fight for it though.
I was
You're gonna have
say,
to.
you
You're gonna
either
have to fight
for
my 30th birthday for that one because that's what took my right to party.
So would this song be? You got to fight for my right to party?
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Or if you have an antisocial friend, you have to fight for your right to throw them a party.
Oh my god, this is getting complicated.
There's too much fighting and partying. Moratorium on both of those things.
Please, someone keep me.
All right, moving on to the next question. Our category is anime. In the 1992 anime Sailor Moon, the American dub of Sailor Moon changes Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus from romantic partners to cousins. But the changes don't stop there. Ray, you buzzed in?
Oh well, sorry. Was that the end of it?
No.
Okay.
No, wait, hold on. You can buzz in. You can interrupt him if you hear the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Interrupt.
Okay. All right. Would you repeat that just one more time? Sorry.
Yes.
Because
I will repeat up to the point where you buzzed in. So, in
Yes.
the 1992 anime Sailor Moon, the American dub of Sailor Moon changes Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus from romantic partners to cousins, but the changes don't stop there.
was it not Sailor Uranus?
It was.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. I'll go ahead and finish the question.
If I buzz in, can I buzz in later if I get it?
Yeah, totally. Okay, Baron.
Actually, it's Sailor Uranus. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Reset. Let's go.
In the 1992 anime Sailor Moon, the American dub of Sailor Moon changes Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus from romantic partners to cousins, but the changes don't stop there. In the original Japanese version, the villains Zoisite and Kunzite are two men in a romantic relationship, but the American dub changes them to brothers.
Actually, Zoisite and oh shit, the other dude's name, it just slipped my mind. But anyway, they are heavily insinuated to be romantically involved. They even kiss before the one dies, even in the anime dub, the American dub.
Yeah, that is correct. In the
Nice.
American version, they do not change them to brothers. They allow them to continue to be lovers. But the American dub does turn Zoisite into a woman instead of allowing them still to both be
Aww.
men.
See, and I was gonna be like, oh, they're villains. They're allowed to be gay, right?
Right.
Well,
Right.
and it's weird too because even after the initial all right, Haruka Tano and whatever the hell Neptune's name is, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She's some fancy violinist. But anyway,
I thought it was gonna be.
After they set up the whole cousin thing, they still, once Pluto emerges, they still take Saturn and are very much a parental familial unit,
Well, and don't they still show them kissing?
Mm-hmm.
in the movie, yeah, or in the later.
And it's just
Yeah,
weird.
it wasn't the movie, but
Yep.
yeah.
Which just goes to show you that the American audience is more comfortable with incest than homosexuality.
Well, at least that much was allowed in a couple of the southern states.
Well, apparently they're not looking at my search search history.
Same.
Get a little of both. I meant one of the things that we were talking. Wait.
That was his name.
I
was looking
withdraw
at
my
Game of
initial statement.
For
Never
the
mind.
record.
For the record, can we take that off the record?
Take what off? I don't know what you're talking about.
The whole record would look so weird. At this point, we took it off the record. Took what off the record? I don't know. I took it off the record.
It's it's a footnote that refers to a thing further up in the thing, and when you go and check it, it's just blacked out.
Right. It's
Redacted.
It's refer to section 17C, and you do, and it's just a black
Also
box.
redacted.
They did that in the fucking Mueller report that they released. They redacted a footnote. I was so
Oh my
mad.
gosh.
Oh well.
All right, our next topic is comics.
Ba-da-da.
Although he might best be known as the hero Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill is quite a prolific voice actor, voicing several DC villains, including the Joker, Arnim Zola, and the Trickster.
Actually.
Yeah, Grizz, you were up
All
first.
right, you gotta buzz in.
Grizz was in first. Grizz was the first buzz.
Oh,
Mhm.
she just started just going for it.
Yeah, I was I see that buzz, and I'm almost positive I'm actually Hamill did not voice Arnim Zola.
Hamill did voice Arnim Zola, actually. Ray, you were the second one in?
Actually, he did not voice Trickster.
He did. He did voice Trickster, yes, absolutely. Baron, you also buzzed in. You were just the third one in.
Actually, he did not voice Arnim Zola.
He did, and that's the same thing that Lee
But that was my answer, so I can't. I don't know anything else.
Okay.
I knew he did Joker, and I knew he did.
I think I've got it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Lee. Lee. Go ahead, Ray.
We're confusing already. Actually, he has not voiced multiple villains in DC.
Yeah. I know. Baron just caught it. Baron, go ahead.
Arnim Zola is Marvel.
That is correct. Arnim Zola is not a DC character.
Yeah, that's sorry. I just
He's a Marvel villain.
Yeah.
I want to say, in good faith, in a normal situation like this, you probably would have said, "Lee, that's wrong, but you're on the right track."
Yeah.
That's
because
fair.
they did choose the thing that was wrong.
It's okay. Rick dropped out of his Mike Trap character for just a
Yes,
second.
yeah.
We can give him this one. But the next one's going to be Death.
Wow.
And then if you kill me, you get to keep me because that's Riddick rules. That's
Yeah.
Sorry, Tiff. We have to come and steal.
If anybody gets Rick's body, it's me. I'm sorry.
That's fair. I think that's in my will.
Yeah.
But when you die, we get Rick's body.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a weird Casters Guild bylaw. It's yeah.
Yep. But do we also get the guild mastership?
Yeah. Now we're hitting the real hard questions.
I think that ends up going to a guild vote. So
I think it's a lottery. Actually, it's a lottery.
Guild decree, no longer a guild. Guild decree. This is a dictatorship now. Have fun.
All right, with that, we're going to go into our first shiny question of the night.
Shiny.
We like to call this game Spelling Bee.
Oh God.
So we all know that spelling in English is hard enough, but spelling in sci-fi or fantasy is damn near impossible. This time, from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, we're going to ask you to spell Wild Stallions.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry, I turned the buzzers off. Once again, Wild Stallions. Baron, you buzzed in first.
And we don't have to say I'm actually for this one, right?
That's correct.
WYLDSTALLYNS.
That is correct.
Okay.
Wild Stallions.
I thought there was an E at the end of wild.
It's funny you say that. Because yesterday there was an E at the end of Wookiee.
Oh.
Two of them.
It's probably the same today, actually.
Oh man, who decided it needed to be spelled that way? And I'm not talking between Bill and Ted. I'm talking about who was writing that script and was like, Wild Stallions needs to have two Y's in it.
I'm sorry, you know damn well that the writers are like, you know what? These two are just fucking dumb enough to spell it like this.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it was probably one of those, they had just gotten done smoking a joint, and they were like, what is the weirdest way that we could spell this?
And then
you know what? That's the only thing that would have made that. That's the only thing that would have made that movie more accurate is if they were stoners.
Yeah.
It was a little bit, I think maybe, well, I don't know. When did that come out? Like 80s?
80s,
somewhere?
wasn't it?
Yeah, so that
It
would have been kind of in the
stoner
high
humor.
Yeah. Cheech and Chong was big in the late 70s, early 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
They were probably shooting for a certain rating, and like the drug references probably would have gotten them above the rating they wanted.
Get away with a lot of NC-17 shit or whatever.
89.
89? I thought it was earlier than that. I thought it was like 86.
I thought it was earlier too.
If something is in the 80s and is good, I decide it's from 86. I don't know why.
No, I mean, that's legit.
Year.
I think that's where I was thinking this was from too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm from 87, so, you know.
You know, technically, 9 Inch Nails is an 80s band. Because they got their start in 89.
Did not know that.
Or 86.
Yeah.
It's just going to become the rule of 86 that all things good in the 80s happened in 86. Like,
It's true. That's not like
That's it.
problem. 86.
I'm willing to burn my guilt decree for that. The
Damn
rule of
it.
86.
Now I'm gonna
The
have
rule of
to.
86.
I'm gonna have to tell everybody I'm a year older than I actually.
Wait, do we still get guild decrees?
Yes, why not?
Oh. Yes, why not?
All right. The next question is referencing the MCU.
Okay.
I'm sure about that.
In the 2019 film Captain Marvel, you might assume that Nick Fury lost his eye in some great battle. However, the truth is far less exciting. He was just scratched by Carol Danvers' pet cat, Goose. Shield off. Ray, you were the first one to buzz in.
Actually, Goose isn't Carol Danvers' cat.
Well, you did find what was wrong,
Almost.
but didn't quite correct
Oh,
it.
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I'm sorry. Can I do it again, or did someone else does? Okay. Actually, he's not a cat.
Could you tell me what he is?
Starts with an F.
I'm going to give you that point unless somebody can tell me what Goose is. And Baron was the next person to buzz in.
He's a flirkin.
There you
He's
go.
a flirkin. He is a flirkin.
Flirkin.
But
Yeah.
Baron, you did not say actually.
Oh.
I would have felt bad taking it, but I just wanted to say it.
Oh my god.
So Ray, you're going to go ahead
Actually, it's a flirkin?
Yeah, there you go. You're going to go ahead and get that point.
Yay. That's what I've always wanted.
Just for the record, I still have not seen Captain Marvel.
That was the last movie I went and saw in the theater before COVID.
And see, that was like the whole thing, like with Disney Plus and everything else, you'd figure that like I'd go on a Marvel binge and shit, but like it's just not come up.
You,
And
of
that
all
was one of the
people,
ones that I missed.
You need to see that movie.
I know, I would love it.
It's
It's
because
fun.
Carol Danvers, but I
Stan
love them as
Lee-
characters from the comics and stuff, but I haven't seen the movie.
Stan Lee's cameo in that movie references Stan Lee's first movie cameo in Mallrats.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I won't tell you more than that because I want you to
It's
see.
definitely gonna be on my list of next thing to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Also, the Marvels is going to be coming out here pretty soon anyway, so you might as well jump on that train.
Yeah.
But I'll put it to you this way. In order to make that Stan Lee cameo happen, they had to call Kevin Smith and get his permission.
Yeah. But also, as Kevin Smith, that was probably a great call.
I was gonna say that was probably one of the best calls he's ever got. He's like, "Fuck yeah, of course!" Like, fucking anything for Stand a Man. Like,
and Marvel.
Yes, only if I'm on set.
right? Can I direct it? No, I'm just kidding. He has a big
Just the
person
cameo.
directing these superhero movies.
Let me just direct the cameo. Everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
With guest director.
With guest director for the cameo. They don't have to reference which one. Everybody knows. It's
They just have
Right.
a completely different production team and everything for the cameo. Best boy for cameo.
the credits are like 25% longer just because of the cameo.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Speaking of anything credits related, Katie and I were just watching the Game Changer where Zach and Jacob. There was one I can't ever remember that girl's name.
Allie.
Yes, Allie. And then Zach goes on about this whole the extended credits for a podcast. He's like, "This, of course, has been made possible." Brought to you by
Yes.
Pete Chumley, executive producer Amanda Chumley, left and right audio assistant Brenda Chumley, and Chris Chumley. This, of course, is all the Chumleys. He's like craft services provided by Chumley Farms.
I love Jake Wysocki so
Oh
much.
my god, I do too. He's
so
an
funny.
absolute legend.
And the Oscar goes
first-
to Jake Wysocki.
Yeah. The first thing that I saw him in was the Paranoia, the weird
Oh, yeah.
kind of
yeah.
Among Us pie game
Yeah.
that Allie had put on. So funny.
All right.
I could talk about Dropout and Jacob for forever though, so I won't derail
Also
you from the
same.
next question any longer.
Next Dropout episode.
Right?
The next question is a video game question.
Boo, boo, boo.
In the 1986 video game series The Legend of Zelda, in Ocarina of Time, A young Link must learn a Song of Storms from a royal grave to speed up the Kakariko windmill. Lee, you've already buzzed in?
Actually, that game's release date was 1996.
That is true, but I stated it's a 1986 video game series. That game was released, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, my apologies.
Oh, no problem.
There's a red herring.
Apparently.
In Ocarina of Time, a young Link must learn the Song of Storms from a royal grave to speed up the Kakariko windmill. Playing the song, Ray, you've buzzed in?
I have no idea. I've never played any Legend of Zelda game. But actually, it's not a Song of Storms.
It is a Song of Storms, yeah.
It's worth a try.
Lee, you buzzed in?
Okay, so now that I know what the question's actually about, actually, Link learns the Song of Storms from a crazed man within the windmill, not the graveyard itself.
That is correct.
Why couldn't he just sing his own song?
Well,
If he knew the song.
If you saw this dude on the whatever cranking this thing playing the Song of Storms, you'd want to learn it from him too, is all I gotta say.
well,
Okay.
to be fair,
Real
Just
into
an
it.
absolute mad lad on this fucking organ grinder.
to be fair, adult Link learns the song from the phonograph player, who originally learned it from young Link 7 years previous.
Yup.
That's gotta be scarring for everybody in here, really,
Mindful.
right? Like, they're like, oh, the kid is back, but he's a kid again.
So wait, so young Link taught it to the guy who taught it to older Link.
Uh-huh.
Who then went back in time and taught it to the guy, who
Yeah.
then grew up and then learned it from, so.
Yeah.
It's just one of the many beautiful...
It is a
the Legend of
straight up
Zelda
time
timeline.
paradox, but yep.
Is it a time paradox? I thought that Link just kept being, like, reincarnated.
No,
as Link.
literally travels back in time in that game.
Wow.
7
in that
years.
particular game, there's a
Back
mechanic
and forth where you
Is it the ocarina?
Yeah.
Well, that and the Master Sword being pulled and sheathed into the stone in the temple.
Yeah, okay. Just gonna dull my sword real fast, don't mind me.
I think the time travel nullifies the damage to the blade somehow, because that's just how stuff works.
It doesn't nullify the time damage to Link.
Look, it's a fucking magical sword of evil's bane. It doesn't dull.
Okay.
Unless you're playing Breath of the Wild and its durability runs out for like 5 minutes.
There's a lot of caveats, I feel like.
Nintendo asks
like,
if
yes,
you just
but-
love what we put out and don't ask questions.
That's fair.
But
I mean,
that doesn't
people-
keep us off from questioning them every day.
Just a long and drawn out why.
Why, Reggie? Why? Oh wait, Reggie's not even in the head of Nintendo America anymore. It's Bowser now.
Yeah, Doug Bowser.
I'm sorry?
So aptly
Yes.
named. Yeah, Reggie Fils-Aimé stepped down as the president of Nintendo America.
Did he
4 or
step
5
down
years ago.
exclusively just to give that guy a chance?
Everybody
Was he like,
loved
your
it.
name?
No, Reggie stepped down as head of Nintendo of America to go work for GameStop, and that's not a joke. That's not
That's
a
a
joke.
choice.
Yeah.
That's a strong choice.
To go be on the board of directors for
Strong
GameStop.
choice.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, that stock
I-
split paid out for him for a minute, but
Yeah.
now
I will
they're
say a
right
lot
back
of
in
the
dump.
choices they started making after Reggie came on the board of directors, I do agree with, but like it's one of those things where how much can you repair a sinking ship? Like
Right.
It's like all of this is far too late. This would have been great 12 years ago.
But yeah,
I was still a manager there.
to your
You
original
don't
point.
understand. We needed more lifeboats before everyone drowned.
To your original point, it is fantastic that the new head of Nintendo of America is Doug Bowser.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Bowser suit that Jack Black wore to the
Yes.
Mario premiere? I haven't seen the movie yet, still, but
I haven't either. Is it out? I didn't think it came out till.
I believe it came out yesterday.
yeah, I think
As of
it's
the time of
Nice.
recording this.
I need to go watch it.
At the time of recording, it came out yesterday. I'm actually going to go see it with my daughter this weekend. It's going to be her first ever in-theater movie.
That'll be awesome. I remember what my first in theater movie was with my dad. It was Tarzan.
You know what? That is so funny.
It
that you
was
say
so
that,
good.
because my first movie that I saw with my dad, while not the same movie, it's extremely like it tracks. It's
Yeah.
George of the Jungle,
Fuck yeah.
which is
I
which is
love.
basically Tarzan but with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
And so
And it's funnier. I would like
Yeah.
it's not serious Tarzan.
Yep.
Right.
Because Tarzan, like left to its own devices, is just really fucking sad.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is. Kerchak. Bad.
All right. This next question is about comics, specifically Batman. The Dark Knight doesn't have the best track record when it comes to sidekicks. Although the first Robin, Dick Grayson, grew up to become the hero Nightwing, the others weren't as lucky. Jason Todd was killed by the Joker, then later returned as the villainous Red Hood. Stephanie Brown was murdered by Black Mask, and Damian Wayne was murdered by his grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. Ray.
Actually, Damien wasn't killed by Ra's al Ghul.
That's correct.
That's what I was thinking.
And I don't need this in order to give you the point, but do you know who he was killed by?
What wasn't it his mom? Didn't Talia
That's what
murder him?
That's what I thought it was.
Mm-mm.
Talia.
Was it not? Okay.
Any other guesses?
Let's see, Damien.
Alfred.
Damian Wayne was killed by a clone of himself.
That tracks.
shit.
What?
Yeah.
Damien.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that does track. I
Look,
mean,
no,
Elaine
Can I?
committing
I'm sticking with Alfred.
suicide. That tracks.
I just because
Punch.
my roommate's been playing Gotham Knights, which I know a lot of like the Arkham City rats are mad about, but it's a really pretty game, and it's got some really cute Bat family moments between the siblings.
I'm gonna have to
Like
check it out eventually, because I mean, I'm a huge Batman fanatic. I've got
Jason makes me want to cry all the time, but because of it, we got into a conversation because she's huge into Batman lore, and I didn't know that while Jason was being trained by the League, that Talia had absolutely fucked him. And I was like, that's discomforting. That's kind of gross. Don't like that.
no.
Yeah, the Gotham Knights also has had
If she
really
can't
deep
have
discounts.
Bruce, she'll have the next best thing, I guess.
Yeah, Gotham.
Look, she can't have Bruce because he's sleeping with Batgirl. Okay.
Oh,
What? What?
Also, not great.
it wasn't. Yeah, it was not. It
There's
was
just a
not.
whole
At
lot of
least-
not great there.
At least Dick Grayson isn't sleeping with Harley Quinn.
Oh wait.
Well,
Oh wait.
So about that,
choices were made.
Oof.
I don't know what the
Sad.
hell she saw in Robin when she's got Poison Ivy right there. Just saying.
Yeah.
The weird thing is Damien's clone grew up to start dating Alfred. It's weird.
All right, we're gonna head into the
On that note,
the next shiny question of the game. This one is called Acronym B.
oh no.
So the way
That hurt so bad.
the way this one's going to work is I'm going to give you 4 different acronyms, one by one, from Dungeons and Dragons. As I give you an acronym, go ahead and buzz in. The first person to buzz in, I'll give you a chance to define the acronym.
Define it.
And the one who has the most at the end will get the point.
can you describe the acronym? The ruckus.
Can you use the acronym in a sentence?
All right. Our first acronym is going to be DM. Ray, you were first one in.
Dungeon Master?
Dungeon Master is correct.
All right, now to me goes to like super hard. It started
Right.
Yeah, we started easy. I snatched that one.
Our
Next is Wussy Wig.
It's an acronym?
yep.
It is an acronym.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get.
Mhm. Our next acronym is HD. Baron.
High definition.
That is incorrect. Ray.
Hit die.
It is hit dice or hit die. Either one is acceptable.
Look, man. I've been playing D&D on screens for too long.
I get it. I get it.
Take
4K.
all D&Ds.
And back. All right.
Remember the paper times, Baron. Remember them.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm back.
The next acronym is PHB. Ray.
Player's Handbook.
Quick on that one.
That is correct. That is Player's Handbook.
Good one.
And this is just formality at this point because Ray has run away with this one. But RAW. Grizz.
Actually, rules is
No.
written.
It is rules as written.
Oh.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah, because they're
I
raw
don't play
rules.
that way, so I would have never got it.
Nope.
You heard it here first, ladies. Baron never goes raw.
That's good. That's good, bud.
I go rock hard.
Hey,
Rock hard.
no. Good for
ROC,
you. Good for
rule of
you.
cool. Rock hard.
All right. Our next question is in the category of horror.
Retro.
In the 1975 film Rocky Horror Picture Show, Brad and Janet are on their way home from a wedding when their car gets a flat tire. They seek help at a nearby castle and end up as the guests of Dr. Frank N. Furter, an alien scientist, hosting a party to unveil his latest creation, a perfect man named Rocky Horror. Ray, you're the first one in.
Actually, it's a convention, not a party.
No, it's a party. Yeah.
Well, it's a convention for not. It's fine. It's fine. There's a whole banner, but okay.
Baron?
Actually, his last name isn't Horror.
It is. It is.
It is.
Wow.
I thought that myself until reading the question and then checking with Google and my wife, who both told me, yes, it is in fact Rocky Horror.
Can you read the question just one more time?
I absolutely can. I will also reset the buzzer here.
Thank you.
In the 1975 film, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, Brad and Janet are on their way home from a wedding when their car gets a flat tire. They seek help at a nearby castle and end up as the guests of Dr. Frank N. Furter, an alien scientist, hosting a party to unveil his latest creation, a perfect man named Rocky Horror. Ray?
Actually, they're not on their way home. They're on their way to Dr. Scott.
That is correct. They are not on their way home. They are on their way to visit Dr. Scott,
Wow.
a mentor and friend of theirs who happens to show up later looking for his missing nephew.
Very nice.
It's like, wait a second.
I was so out of it. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I was like, I was just thinking of a throwaway. I was gonna buzz in and be like, actually, Janet just had to shit, so they stopped at a convenience station.
Actually, Janet was cold and wet and just plain scared.
And I do have to say, the horror questions so far have been very tame.
Yes.
They have, yeah.
Very tame.
I did that on purpose because in both games I had people list horror as their worst, but also list horror as their best. So,
well, I mean, fuck it.
My words.
Go hard, man. Go hard.
Yeah, for real.
I'm
It's
saving
like-
I'm saving the hard horror ones for the October episode.
I mean,
Oh.
fair, I guess.
Yeah.
And I just
Not that I'd get any of them, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, throw them to the wall, bro. I don't want a handicap. It's all fun.
All right. This next question is from the 80s and 90s category. In addition to their successful video rental stores, Blockbuster attempted a few ill-fated projects, such as the Blockbuster Entertainment Awards Show, a movie-themed music festival called the Blockbuster Block Party, and a store within a store focused on video games called Game Rush. Baron.
Actually, they didn't do Game Rush.
No, they actually did. It wasn't all over the country. It was
bullshit.
More of a regional thing, but
Oh, okay. That makes more sense then.
Lee, you were the next one in.
I was gonna say actually the music movie award show was not a real thing. I'm pretty sure the block party thing, but I don't think that was.
You are on the right track, but that is not correct.
Okay.
Ray, you buzzed in as well.
I buzzed in because I thought they weren't going to be clever enough to do it call it Block Party.
The fucked up part is, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I worked at Blockbuster for a while.
I'll give the question one more read and reset the buzzer and get everybody another shot, and if not, we'll just go ahead and call it.
Okay.
In addition to their successful video rental stores, Blockbuster attempted a few ill-fated projects, such as the Blockbuster Entertainment Awards Show, a movie-themed music festival called the Blockbuster Block Party, and a store within a store focused on video games called Game Rush. Ray.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just throwing this away because I wanted to be a smartass. But it's, they aren't a successful video.
I was gonna
They died.
I knew it.
Arguably, they were a successful video rental store.
For a time.
Yeah.
Like 30 years, I guess.
Baron.
What was the first thing? Was
the
that the award show?
Blockbuster Entertainment Awards Show.
Yeah. Actually, the award show was not ill-fated.
I'd have to do some Googling to make 100% sure on that, but that is not what we're looking for.
You don't have to Google. It's fine. I trust you.
All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and call this one. The Blockbuster Block Party was not a music festival.
I did say music festival.
It was an indoor theme park marketed to adults.
Oh.
See, that makes even less sense.
Fun, actually.
Yeah, this is why it's ill-fated, Baron. It does make less sense.
I was hoping that it wasn't entertainment show, and it was something that would have made the acronym BEAT.
Okay. All right, this next question is from the fantasy category. In the 1937 book, The Hobbit, early in the book, the dwarves send Bilbo to investigate a campfire. He finds 3 trolls cooking mutton and tries to steal from them, but is caught when one of the trolls feels Bilbo tugging at his pocket. The dwarves all end up captured by the trolls when they come to investigate, and Gandalf has to rescue them. Ray.
Actually, Gandalf doesn't have to rescue them.
Oh, no, he absolutely does. Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, they turn to stone, don't they?
Yeah, but
I'll make the argument that he doesn't have to rescue them, but he was definitely there to rescue them.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
He showed up 5 minutes early just to look like he rescued them. But he arrived precisely when he meant to, so whatever.
Yeah, they may well have died before the trolls got turned to stone if Gandalf hadn't done his thing.
Can you read that again, please?
Absolutely, I can. Let me reset the buzzer. In the 1937 book, The Hobbit, early in the book, the dwarves send Bilbo to investigate a campfire. He finds 3 trolls cooking mutton and tries to steal from them, but is caught when one of the trolls feels Bilbo tugging at its pocket. The dwarves all end up captured by the trolls when they come to investigate, and Gandalf has to rescue them. Ray, you were the first one to buzz in again.
Actually, they aren't cooking mutton, it's an empty pot.
No, they are cooking mutton. Yeah.
Damn it.
Baron, you were next?
Actually, not all the dwarves are captured.
No, all the dwarves do end up captured. Yeah.
I'm about to flip some tables.
It's gonna be something real obvious, and we're all gonna get mad.
Lee.
Actually, he didn't get caught tugging on a pocket.
That is correct.
Oh.
And unless someone can tell me how he got caught, I'm gonna give you the point. I'm gonna reset the buzzers and see if somebody can tell me how he got caught.
Well, no, never mind. You just actually gave me a big hint, so never mind.
Okay.
Are you handicapping yourself voluntarily?
No, he gave me a hint that told me I was wrong.
Oh, okay, got you.
All right. So with no guesses, the troll does not feel Bilbo tugging at his pocket. The troll has a magic purse that shouts, "Ere who are you?" when Bilbo touches it.
That's right.
Of course.
I just latched onto the pocket thing as a total grasp.
But Lee got that though, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is
Okay,
Lee's
yeah.
point.
Awesome.
I felt like that was like I couldn't remember what the actual circumstance was, but I did feel like maybe that one. But it was a complete.
You know why I didn't remember it, because the most recent exposure to The Hobbit was the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And that scene was scrubbed out of my head.
That was my most recent, because the book was read to me as I was falling asleep when I was a child, and I don't think I've retained any of it.
That's fair. So going into our final question, Lee has a point, Ray has 2 points, and Baron has 3 points. So
I only have one? I thought I got one for the Sailor Moon thing too.
No, No, you didn't actually get that one correct. Or that was the one you got correct, I believe.
Yeah, the one before the.
Oh, no, you're right. You know
One
what?
and then this one. So you're at 2 now.
2.
Yay! I doubled my points.
So,
Woo!
Lee or Ray, if either one of you can get this last question, you can tie for the win. So, as always, this last question concerns real-life skills. Which, if you win on the real-life skills question, arguably that could be, even more important because you knew the real thing and not all this nerd shit.
But you do lose your geek card. No.
I was going to say, that might weigh a little less.
Are you good at real peopling? Obviously, you're not a good enough nerd. This is a joke. Please be good at both.
All right. As hard as it may be, resist the urge to pick up a chick that has fallen from its nest, as that will cause the mother bird to reject it. Also, don't be concerned when you find a fawn all by itself. Mother deer often leave their babies while they forage for food, but will return after a short time. Baron, you buzzed in first?
Actually, it's a myth about the bird in the nest.
That is correct. Yeah, you can absolutely pick up a chick. It's a myth that mother birds will reject a chick that has been touched by a human. If you find one, you can absolutely place it back into the nest.
And let me tell you, when you said pick up a chick, I thought that was going a completely different
I was like,
direction.
I
was out. I was like, man, I don't know how to do that. I got lucky. I have a kid.
The last question, it was referencing the book The Game.
Oh, and we just lost it.
Weak. You're all weak.
And that makes with a score of 4 points, that makes our winner tonight once again, Guild Master Baron.
Yesterday.
I was promised that I would get to beat Baron.
I was made no such promises, but I did want to do it.
I feel like if it weren't for the fact that he'd been like, hey, one of you guys could maybe tie, that maybe Brad wouldn't have been so fast on that one. He was like, no, fun fact, never.
So, if you are listening to this episode and you think you can put Guildmaster Baron in his place, feel free to send me a message or let me know on Discord that you'd like to be on our next special Actually episode.
Someone's gonna have to, because I'm getting cocky now.
You know what?
No.
No.
What?
His head
Are you
is
gonna
already
tell
too
me?
big. No.
He's just saying no, he doesn't know what.
That was
I don't know what.
the response I was anticipating. But I will tell you nonetheless. I was just going to say I had a lovely time, and I really appreciated the invite to join, and I would love to do this again sometime, Baron. One day, I'll triumph over you in the nerds.
Please do.
This is war.
Nerds name and culture. There you go.
Lee, if anybody liked what you had to say and they want to find you anywhere else on the internet, is there someplace they can do that?
I am at Grizz of the Wild on Twitter as well as YouTube, although I don't have anything posted there at the moment because I just have been a lazy bum when it comes to pursuing like actual projects I'm passionate about because work drains the absolute fuck out of me all the time. But, you know, relatable. But yeah, eventually, hopefully there will be art and other stuff there that you can check out that I am currently trying to kick my butt into gear to start doing more often.
Awesome. Ray, if people like what you had to say and they want to find you somewhere else on the internet, is there anywhere they can do that?
For sure. So you can find me on Twitter and Tumblr under Desole Tongue, DESOLE Tongue, and then you can also find me on Fansly under Dreadful Deer.
Thank you both so much for being on this episode. It was awesome to have an episode where we had our guild officers on. Make sure to email.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, you can also... Sorry, you can also find me on certain Sundays as the guild librarian doing live readings.
There you go. Yeah. Blow up the guild. Come and join us. One of us. One
of us.
And also, how could we throw so much love at Jacob Wysocki earlier without just
shouting him out?
Thanks for. I'm glad to be.
Hey, Thank you, Jacob Wysocki, for existing.
And for your big bongo babies. Flat and glossy.
Email us at castersguild@gmail.com. Come check us out on our Discord. That's probably our most active spot. It's growing every day and has new things all the time. We're also, for future bonus episodes, putting together some tournament brackets where you can come and let us know what properties should go head-to-head to become the best in their given category.
The first tournament's going to be huge. At
And
least
I spent
120
a lot of
participants.
infighting.
In the words of a Cheeto, it's gonna be huge.
Huge.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Casters Guild, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
It was nice to know you.
You too. Good night, pretty lady. Love you. Bye. Let's fucking go, gamers.